mutual inductance. In previous video lectures we have finished self-inductance. We have derived the cases for the formula for self-inductance, and now we are going to define a mutual induction. Mutual inductance. What is mutual induction? The previously we have seen the self-induction means the coil which is producing the magnetic field or magnetic flux because of the current flowing in the coil itself. If the current of the coil changes, the magnetic flux linked with the coil itself also changes, and there is a change in magnetic flux. We know that there is a electromagnetic induction, there is a induced EMF, and the circuit is closed, there is a induced current obviously. But here is a mutual induction. Mutual you know that from one to another, another to one. So if we have two coils, this is the coil first, and if beside this coil, let's say there is another coil. This is coil 1. This is coil 2. The number of turns, the area of cross sections could be different in both the coils, and the current, the main current which we are going to flow, you can flow in either coil first or coil 2 for understanding purposes. I am taking simply it is in coil first. This is battery, and obviously this is key. You are seeing here the circuit is what? The circuit is open. This circuit, there is no external source, there is no battery, no cell. We just connected the coil and close the circuit simply. Is there any current? In which the current in which the source is connected, that coil called primary coil. You can say this is primary. This is not this become the primary coil. You made this coil as a primary because you connected the source in this coil. If you connected the source in this coil, then it would become a primary coil. No matter, no problem. So this is the primary coil now, and this is obviously secondary coil. This is the secondary coil. Now, one more thing. As you are seeing the current is zero. Initially there is no current, current is zero. Which current? Main current. We are talking main current, no current is zero. If there is no current, there is no magnetic field. No magnetic field line, no flux. In both the coils there is no flux. Okay. In this coil also, initial flux phi b initial is zero. Phi b initial in this coil is zero, and in this coil also zero. Now, if as we press the key, at that time, current starts flowing suddenly, and as the current flowing, there is a magnetic field produced suddenly, and as the magnetic field produced suddenly, there is a magnetic flux, and there is a magnetic flux in this coil This phenomenon is called mutual induction. To induce the voltage in the secondary coil because of the primary change in the current in the primary coil is called, you can say, mutual induction. Now, the same thing we are going to do for this mutual induction case. The same thing is called, what is the direction of the current which is start flowing, because there is a induced voltage, and what is the polarity of that voltage, and what is the, because of that voltage there is a current because of this flows, and what is the direction of the induced current. Let's apply the Lenz law. We have one important Lenz law, and let's apply. Lenz law opposes the change in induced EMF. That the induced EMF opposes its own cause of production. So what is the cause of production? The cause of production you have to just understand very carefully. If you are able to understand what is the cause of production of the induced voltage, you would be able to find the polarity of the induced voltage. What is the cause of production of the induced voltage? In this coil, initially no flux, zero. After some time there is flux. It means increasing of flux. Flux is increasing. There is a flux, and you are seeing here the direction of the flux. The direction which is the flux linking in this coil is in this direction. In this direction. Direction is there. This flux of this coil is linking in here. So because of this flux, there is a induced EMF. Because of this flux, and the direction is like this. And if we know that there is a current, we know that there is a current. And if there is a current, it also produces its own flux. It also produces its own magnetic field. Because if there is a current, obviously it would produce its own magnetic field. And the direction of the magnetic field could be such a way that it has to oppose this. It has to oppose this. So this is in this direction. This is in this direction. So where should be the direction of the magnetic field for this particular coil of itself? It would be opposite direction, like this. And it means it is coming out from this and it's entering from this way. So this would become not this. Actually, the person you see from here, if that phase would be north, south, that phase north, and that phase south, north, south, north, south, north, and finally south in the last phase here. And you know that current flows clockwise in the south pole, south phase. So current will be clockwise, like this. Current will be like this. So which current is this? Induced current. So we are able to find the direction of the induced current. And if this is the induced current, it means this is the plus, this is the minus polarity of the induced voltage. This is the polarity of the induced voltage E induced. And this is the mutual induction. Now we are going to find the formulas. Now we are going to define the, first of all, coefficient of mutual induction. As we have defined the coefficient of self-induction, let the number of turns in secondary is N2, the flux linking is phi2, and this total flux of this, which is linking, the total to the coil secondary because of the first primary coil. So and this amount flux would be depend on the number of magnetic fields of this, and this number of magnetic fields of because of the current of the primary, and it is I1. So it is depending on not on the I2, not because of the I2, because of the I1, because it is mutual N2 phi2 equal to I1. So we can say this is N2 phi2 equal to coefficient N I1. This is the coefficient of mutual induction. Coefficient of mutual induction. Coefficient of mutual induction. M equal to N2 phi2 upon. This is the formula, and from here you could find the definition of coefficient of mutual induction. Let's see, if the current flowing in the primary coil is 1 ampere, if the current flowing in the primary coil is 1 ampere, then the total flux linkage in the secondary coil is called the coefficient of mutual induction. Is called the coefficient of mutual induction, and the unit is same, Henry, yeah, we can say Weber per ampere. Unit is same as the unit was coefficient of self induction. Now the induced EMF in the secondary E2, we can write as E2. It is equal to, we know that, minus N2 delta the flux linkage phi2 upon delta T. From here we can say E2 equal to minus delta N2 phi2 delta T. So N2 phi2 is mi1. So we have to put this value N2 equal to minus delta mi1 delta T. M is constant, take it out from here, minus M delta delta T. So M is finally minus delta I1 upon delta T. From here you can also define the coefficient of mutual induction as mutual induction M. Mutual induction M you can define as, if the rate of change of current in the primary coil is 1 ampere per second, then the induced EMF in the secondary is called the coefficient of mutual induction. So this is all about this formula is also useful for numerical point of view. This is also useful for numerical point of view. These two formulas for numerical point of view, and the definition I have already defined. Now we are going to find, we have seen E2 equal to minus N delta I1 upon delta T. This formula. Second formula is M equal to N2 phi2 upon I1. Now we are going to formulate the concept, the mutual induction formula, mutual inductance formula for the solenoid and for the plane coil. So let's say we have a solenoid, a long solenoid. We have a long solenoid. We have a long solenoid. There is number of turns, let's say N1. So it is primary. We are making this as primary. It means battery is connected in this. So this is primary. This is primary. And current is flowing, let's say I1 and I1. This is air flow inside. This is air, obviously. And in the middle, we know that there is magnetic field. This is the excess of the solenoid, and This is B1, magnetic field of this one. Now, a secondary coil, a secondary is wound to is wrapped. A secondary turns are being wrapped on this solenoid in the middle, and this is there is number of turns in this is N2, and this is secondary. So there is induced EMF in it, there is induced current in it, there is a mutual inductance in it because of this primary, and the mutual inductance formula we have to find. So we know that M equal to N2 upon I1, and we know that phi2 is the flux linkage in the secondary because of the primary. The flux linkage in secondary because of the primary. So it is N2 and phi2 is B, and B is because of which one? Because phi2 is because of this primary B1, and area of this secondary is, let's say it is A. Area of secondary actually is same as the area of primary because it is tightly bound on this, so we can write it as A, and it could be written as A to area of secondary. So this is N2 B1A M upon I1. Put the value of B1 here. M equal to N2A, and B1 is mu naught N1 I1 upon N1 I1. I1 to M cancel out. Finally, formula for M is mu naught N1 N2 mu naught N1 N2 A by L1. A by L1. Mu naught N1 N2, where N1 is length of the primary solenoid, N1 number of turns of the primary solenoid, and number of turns of secondary. Area of the secondary, that's that is as A2. If it is tightly bound on primary, then A2 is equal to A1. This is A1 area, this is A2. If it is tightly, then A1 equal to